Well, having discussed her opinion about the situation of women, now we shall go ahead with some other observations by Simone de Beauvoir. Here we are exclusively referring to Book 2, Part 5, Chapter 6, wherein she talks about women's situation and character. Uh, this is the part from Section 6. So according to the opening paragraph, the goal of this chapter, which is titled Women's Situation Character, is to grasp the eternal feminine in our economic, social, and historical conditioning as a whole. In my previous part, I have already summarized these things. Now, this is the actual chapter that I'm referring to, but we have already talked about these things. In this chapter, what is he doing exactly? What is the goal of this chapter? The goal of this chapter is to grasp, to understand the eternal feminine, means on every level, in her economic conditions, in social condition, in historical conditioning as a whole, everywhere one has to understand women's situation and character. She thinks that for centuries, women in the Western world have had to endure many indictments. Many indictments, she has been charged, she has been blamed for many things in Western society as well. She's not talking about India, the Orient. She's talking about the Western society. Means women is considered. Now these are the connotative meanings. In semantics, you must have learned connotations of women. So these are the connotations that you can you refer this in your semantics: argumentative, petty, and selfish. In many societies, women is presented like this. Woman is considered to be argumentative, one who argues unnecessarily. Petty means of low quality and selfish, while lacking a sense of truth, accuracy, and morality. Many of the writers, including William Shakespeare, have depicted women like this. You see Shakespeare's Othello or Shakespeare's poems. In many of the poems, I'm not talking about only Shakespeare. Even John Donne, Andrew Marvell. Andrew Marvell too has depicted such a woman. Even you might be knowing something about John Donne's song, "Go and Catch the Falling Star, Get the Child with Mandrake Root." John Donne, says, "Go and catch the falling star. One can catch the falling star. Get the child with mandrake root. One can get a baby from a typical kind of root, plant. Every impossible thing is possible." John Donne says in that poem. Every impossible thing. Means whatever is, one can catch the falling star. But it is impossible to get a lady who is both beautiful and truthful. So this is what John Donne talks about. John Donne was a metaphysical poet, and he says this about a woman. It's difficult to find a beautiful and truthful, faithful woman. Okay, so you can understand how woman has been depicted in English poetry. I'm just giving a known example to you people. So it has happened for centuries. Woman is described as argumentative, petty, and selfish. She lacked a sense of truth. She is not truthful. Even you must have read a poem by John Keats, La Belle Dame Sans Mercy. La Belle Dame Sans Mercy, a beautiful lady without mercy. So, if you read these poems, and one of the famous quotation from one of the Shakespeare's plays, "Frighty, thy name is lady." So all these, quotations, all these pieces of literature reveal this fact that women in the Western world had have had to endure, tolerate all kind of stigmas, this kind of this kind of criticism. So this chapter consists of an indictment list. See, give the list of such charges, such kind of bad words used for women, in which a synthetic point of view attempts to take the measure of behaviors in negative form. I quote, unquote here. So why what she says, a synthetic point of view is presented, and as woman is presented as a whole through her by measuring her behavior in negative form, and this is suggested by the women's situation. So there has been a shift to abstract and judgmental statements drawn from psychoanalytic, scientific, and historical research as well as from literary text. Now the situation changes, a shift. These were the abstract and judgmental statements. Abstract means without any concrete evidence, without any, what we call proof. Such statements were made. And they come from psychoanalytic, scientific, and historical research of the literary text. These authors, feminists, do it. They carry out psychoanalytic, scientific, and historical research of the literary text, and they come across such kind of things. So the stereotypes of the eternal female are presented, are talked about in this chapter. So as these indictments, these charges, these kind of negative remarks are collected. So some traits, personality traits, some characteristics discussed here in this chapter seem not at all negative, while others do not seem to be specific to women. The critics say, means when we read these things in 21st century, they're rather unbelievable. And the arguments ask the reader to believe these are universal judgments. Simone de Beauvoir thinks that these are universal judgments produced by the women's situation. And these indictments are reproduced over time. This has been happening. And she is asking the readers to understand these universal judgments, which are produced by the women's situation. And they are produced again and again. Of course, we may find certain problems in these observations. I already stated that. But many of these statements tend to logically follow from the earlier scientific and historical evidences, accounts. And based on that, we can say that she rightly points out these indictments. Of course, they are difficult to measure, to fathom. For example, De Beauvoir claims that women's mentality perpetuates that of civilizations that worship Earth's magical qualities, and she believes in magic. Okay, she claimed that women's mentality actually is responsible for the perpetuation. Perpetuation means it goes on endlessly. These kind of charges, these kind of things, women has been blamed, and it continues even today. Of course, this text was written in 20th century. Even today in 21st century, the things have not changed. If we observe it keenly, okay, she believes that that is compared with Earth's magical quality. The woman is compared with Earth, and she continues to believe that. Okay, we shall have some more discussion on the last part, and then we shall cover this particular topic in 2 hour lecture.